Are you a creative entrepreneur looking for some no-nonsense, straight-talking, actionable advice? Well, you are in the right place. Today on the Creative Business TV show, we're talking about how you can work in and on your business and still be productive. Welcome to the Creative Business TV show, helping you make a success of your creative business. I'm your host, Kylie Carlson, and it's time to kick off your heels, grab yourself a coffee, and get inspired. Wow! So, how many of you work in your business rather than on your business? It's a common problem faced by many creative entrepreneurs. You know, when I first started my business 10 years ago, I was a one-woman band. I didn't have a team behind me to make things happen. It was all me. Like you, I did everything. I answered the phone, dealt with sales, paid all the invoices, managed the marketing, and everything else besides. The problem with doing all of this was that I found it harder and harder to manage because all those little jobs were sucking up my time and I wasn't getting to work on the bigger picture. Now, this was before I was making enough money to invest in staff. So I had to come up with some better plans to allow me to effectively work both in and on my business. So I want to share with you some of my strategies that I still use now that have helped me to achieve that happy medium. Now, nothing I'm about to share with you is particularly earth-shattering, but believe me when I say it works. Have you ever heard of time batching? Not a particularly sexy title, I know, but you know, it's a productivity hack that it'll change your life. So how does it work? Well, simply put, time batching allows you to take advantage of your full concentration by grouping a bunch of similar activities together and doing them all at the same time. And there's three main benefits to this. Number one, it reduces your startup and slow down time. So the time it takes for you to shift gears, whether it's opening your inbox or running to a coffee meeting, it might not seem like much, but it adds up over time. Even worse is that mental delay that it takes to switch from doing one task to another. Number two, it reduces your daily clutter. So instead of taking 5 different days to work on a short project, you have one. Instead of having several scans of your inbox each day, you have one. It just simplifies everything. Number three, it improves your focus. So as you work longer on a task, you can begin to enter that flow. You know, flow is a state of mind where work just becomes easy and distractions, well, they just melt away. Successful batching is like meditation for your work. So let's see how they would play out in your working day. Let's say 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is workout and breakfast. You've got to stimulate your mind before you start. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., email. Setting aside a time solely focused for email, it is going to help you knock all of them in an hour. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., creative work. Try to do all of your assignments or tasks for a specific project or client in one sitting. And this can mean spending several hours one day working on a single assignment. Having this time carved out, well, it prevents procrastination. It also requires total switch off from social media. Put down your phone, put it onto airplane mode, turn off your emails. This is your time to be creative and work on your projects and not be consistently interrupted by outside distractions. 1 p.m. to 1:30, lunch. You've got to eat, and time away from your desk for 30 minutes. It's going to do wonders for your productivity. 1:30 to 2:30, phone calls. You know, keep a running tab of the people that you need to call and empty it once per day. But when scheduling your calls, you've got to block out a section of time to do them all in one sitting. 2:30 to 3, quick check on emails before moving on to the next project. 3 to 5, blogging and social media. Write multiple posts at a time and schedule them. Then create the social media artwork that goes with each post and schedule those too, whilst you're in that frame of mind. Here, you're working on your business by prioritizing some time for your marketing efforts. 5 p.m. to 5:30, recap. A quick recap of the day to see what didn't get done and to make sure you have a to-do list ready to go for the following day. See how easy that was? The best thing about time batching is that it helps you avoid distraction. Every time we become distracted, it takes an average of about 15 minutes to regain complete focus, and that adds up so quickly. So that's all I have time for you today on the Creative Business TV show. Now, If you enjoyed it and you want more of the same, you've got to subscribe. And if you want to get even more connected, come to kyliecarlson.co and get on my mailing list. So until next week, I hope you've got lots of tips and advice from me today.